From as little as $20, your Christmas and New Year's could be filled with entertainment. We provide free-to-air decoders, smart TVs with built-in satellite receivers, tech support for all our products second to none. Find us in Harare, Mutare, and Mashingo. For more information, WhatsApp us on the numbers appearing on screen now. Kesson Electronics. Grab yours today.
Hello guys, my name is DJ Ola7 Owen Wegwamadondo, the Chief Air Marshal, your number one podcast show in the land. It's finally here. It's a Monday. You know, we always do this on a Monday. I love talking to kids. It is called the Genius Kids Show, where I talk to, the young kids who are doing exceptionally well in different fields, academically, sports, and also maybe, maybe singing as well. So if you know that you've got your kid or your child is very brilliant in something, let me know. Just hit us up on our number, that's appearing on your screen over our show, man. Then we talk to your kid. And tonight I'm talking to a young girl. Her name is Safiyah Baba. Safiyah Baba. I'm going to, talk about the surname Baba later on. But anyways, at just 11 years old, this passionate young scientist and radio DJ. She is a radio DJ, by the way. She presents every Wednesday at Capital 100.4 FM with Patsani and Tinasha Chikuse. So yeah, and she captured the hearts of many with her exceptional talents. So despite her tender age, she skillfully balances her pursuits, showcasing her love for science and her knack for entertaining through radio. Amanaga, radio. These kids are so amazing, trust me. Notably, she has effortlessly juggled public speaking engagements with her academic responsibilities, leaving a positive impression on those around her and earning admiration from all, who have encountered her work. So, let me just say hi to Safiyah. Hello, Safiyah, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Good to have you on the show.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy to be here.
You're very happy? Mm-hmm. I can see. So I said you're just 11. So, I want to know, who is Safiyah Baba? Why Baba, by the way?
Well, as you know, my name is Safiyah Barber.
Uh-huh.
I'm 11 years old.
Yeah.
I'm a natural scientist, an avid public speaker, and like you said before, I have my own show on the radio on Wednesdays, so I'm a DJ too.
Yeah, a DJ too. You love being on radio.
I love it. It's just amazing being able to talk to everyone.
I know the feeling, as a radio presenter as well. I know the feeling, and these days I'm not on radio these days, and I miss radio so much. I can't live without radio. I know radio is like, it's part of my life. Mm-hmm. It's part of my life.
It really gets attached to you after a while.
You see? So when it's the 6 a.m. you're on radio. Mm-hmm. What about school?
For school, I get there on time when I go to school, so I manage to be there on time and still do all of the work I have to do.
I see. So could you share with us, what initially sparked your interest, in these fields? Let's start by radio.
Okay, for the radio, it also comes with my school because I've always been a natural scientist. I've just loved discovering the world around me. I've loved knowing how things work, what they do, and public speaking gave me a platform to share my knowledge with others. And being on the radio actually gave me a much bigger platform to do so. Wow,
I love that. So how do you approach your scientific, pursuits, and what are some of the your favorite scientific achievements?
It's the achievement of the world, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you want to just find anything out, to be honest, I'm quite a bookworm. So it's very easy for me to get questions or for me to find answers to anything. And when you're doing research, you have to listen and pay attention, or you have to read.
Yes.
So they kind of go hand in hand. And so far, we have technology and science all around us.
Yeah.
We have transport, which is for technology. We have cooking, which is chemistry. But I think my all-time favorite, and it will always be my favorite, would be medicine.
Medicine? Why medicine?
Well, health should always come first.
Wow.
It's helped many people to prolong their lives.
Yes, true.
To survive.
I agree.
My favorite so far would be painkillers, especially because of the way they work.
Painkillers! Okay, the way they work. How do they work?
So there's a special protein called COX2, which releases chemicals called prostaglandins when you're in pain or injured. These prostaglandins send signals to your brain telling you that you're in pain. And we have painkillers like paracetamol, ibuprofen, and these chemicals, the ones from the painkillers, actually connect to the injured cells to prevent them from producing any more prostaglandins.
What? Guys, I feel so challenged, guys. This is Safiyah from Cakeman Private School. Wow. You know, I don't have anything to say anymore, guys. I don't have anything to say anymore. Paracetamol, guys, this is Safiyah on the show. So, you know what? Safiyah. Most parents, you know, want their kids to do sports and all these other crucial, you know, educational activities. And the main one is that kids will lose focus on the core business. So academic, you know, how do you manage to, your time effectively and strike a balance between your various interests?
Well, let me respectfully correct you on that. These so-called extracurricular activities are actually very important. The same effort we put in math, science, and English, we should put that same effort into sports and all the others. That's why I thank God for my school. We have what we call the 10-cluster educational system. We have math, science, English, Shona, public speaking, financial literacy, agriculture, sports, music, arts and crafts.
Isn't that too much for an 11-year-old?
Not really, because you're actually able to balance it. We have specific times for it. We make sure that we don't do too much, because we still focus on our academics.
Yeah.
And then all of the extra activities are when we have extra time.
Wow. Guys, you're doing financial literacy. Tell me about it.
Well, we learn how to spend money wisely. We actually did our own charity campaign. We do it termly at Kirkman. So we actually go around clearing neighborhood houses, and then we give the money to charity. Yeah.
Wow. Guys, Cakeman, well done, guys. Well done, Cakeman. And maybe someone on Cakeman, because you know, we've got Safiyah on the show. And what type of science interest you?
Well, there are many different types of science, but I would say my favorite one so far would be, no, there are actually two. There's astronomy and zoology.
Oh, astronomy. Last time I hosted a guy called Mr. Bacon. I don't know if you watched the show, the Mr. Bacon one. And he's into astronomy as well. He wants to be an astronaut when he grow up. So, do you also want to be an astronaut?
That's too risky for me.
Why?
No matter how far technology goes, I'd still like to stay on Earth, but I just like studying stars and stuff like that. You know, just knowing more about the planets. It's very interesting because it's not even on this planet.
Yeah.
It's out of this orbit, really.
Yes, of course. So what are your most memorable, your most memorable scientific achievements?
So far, the favorite ones that I've done would be harvesting tardigrades. You're probably wondering, what is a tardigrade? Well, it's a microscopic animal, also goes by the name of water bear or moss piglet. They can survive in space, being dried out, being boiled, being frozen. They're like super animals. That's why I decided to keep them. Also because no one would actually know they're there.
Oh, yes. You can say that again. So, what is astronomy? Let's get down to business now.
I'd say astronomy is everything that's out of our atmosphere, the study of planets, space, and stars.
Wow, what a definition. What a definition from Safiyah.
Should I tell you a little bit more so you actually get the idea also?
Oh, really? Okay, so I want you to tell me why Pluto is no longer a planet.
Oh, I'm so happy you've actually heard that. So, because most people, they still think that Pluto isn't a planet, that Pluto is still a planet.
Yeah.
It was actually recognized as a dwarf planet in 2006. It's from so long ago.
2006? Yeah?
That's why I'm so happy, in August. So Pluto isn't a planet anymore because it doesn't have enough mass to clear its surroundings. In astronomy, we call that clearing its neighborhood. That's when it uses its gravitational pull and magnetic pull to collide with things that it can't avoid, and its atmosphere will actually avoid things from hitting it. We now have 8 normal planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
Hey, Mr. Bacon, here is your challenge. Mr. Bacon says, no one will challenge me. And finally, we got your challenge, Mr. Bacon. Trust me on this one. Here is your challenge, Safiyah. But I'm thinking now, maybe to put you together with Mr. Bacon and see who is the best.
Maybe one day we can see how that goes.
Yes. So Mr. Dugan wants to go to Spain, so I'm going to do this before he leaves, okay? So, can you tell us how planets clear their atmosphere?
Well, like I explained, they actually avoid things that they can't avoid. They avoid things when it's coming to them. So their atmosphere, before something hits it, it'll probably already have shredded or burnt out by the time it hits this planet's surface. And the planet will actually move around away from it, not exactly like it'll dodge it, but the asteroid or meteoroid will actually just make a small miss with the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Because it's like a bubble, really, so it can't exactly go into it.
So is this what you're learning at school?
Yeah, we actually do a lot of learning, and sometimes I just might want to research things by myself.
Oh, yeah, by yourself at home. Wow, this is just amazing. So I want you to tell us more about stars, turn into black holes, How do they turn into those black holes, the stars?
Okay, well, like you see in movies, black holes can suck in anything.
Yeah.
Even the speed of light can't escape it, which is the fastest thing known to mankind.
Wow.
I doubt there's anything faster, really. So what happens when a star dies? Because there are many stages stars have to go through. There's a red dwarf, blue dwarf, yellow giant. So by the time they burn out, because they're made out of gas, a small black hole eats it in a circular way. And by the time it's finished the whole star, it starts to suck in anything. Lights, other stars, meteoroids, anything. But don't worry about our sun. Scientists predict that that'll only happen in about 6 million years.
6 million years? How did you know that?
Well, it's not actually true. Well, it's a theory.
Okay.
But whatever happens, if the sun is to turn into a black hole, it'll happen in a very, very long time.
I see. Guys, are you guys learning? I can see your comment section. Do you speak Shona?
Actually, no, I don't.
You don't? Really? What I ask, don't you learn, Shona in school?
Well, at school, I just asked them if they could show me how to do it. But the reason why I don't speak Shona is because my mother grew up somewhere else.
Okay.
So when we were at home, we didn't speak Shona that much.
Oh, I see. And your dad?
Yeah, he's not from here, so he doesn't speak Shona.
Oh, I understand now. I understand. So I want us to talk about, zoology, And what is zoology?
Well, zoology is a study of animals, their behaviors, and their characters.
What interesting facts can you tell us about, any 3 animals?
Okay, well, I chose 3. Let me think. Okay, I'll take 3 of the smartest ones. Because different people actually choose different ways to balance them. Because they actually calculate them according to IQ, behavior, the way they think.
Yes.
Okay, but these 3 are always in the top 10. First up is an elephant. It was always my favorite, even before I knew this. So an elephant is the biggest land animal.
Yeah.
They can live up to 40 years old. They don't communicate using their trunks or anything. They actually communicate by stomping with vibrations.
Oh.
Yeah, that's actually very interesting.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's actually quite amazing. And since they're very big, they actually eat a lot. They can eat, like maybe you might eat maybe up to... Even 10 kgs of food is too much. But they can eat much more than
For me, it's 2 kgs.
2 kgs. See, you eat 2,
Yeah.
but they can eat 300.
300 kgs? Food?
Yes.
Jeez.
And their trunks can hold up to 4 liters of water. And they can have up to 40,000 muscles in their trunk alone.
Oh, that's too much.
I know, but it's actually enough to kill an adult lion.
Oh.
That's why they're very lucky animals.
Wow.
And since their ears are so thin, they actually use them as fans when it's too hot. And when these animals, since they always travel, you've seen before, right? Like maybe they're walking around. When they have to, or when they're walking through really foreign territories, sometimes, it's not always there, but often, one elephant will stand in front, the one behind it will hold onto its tail with its trunk, and so on and so on and so on until the last.
Guys, this is amazing. This is interesting, facts about elephant that I didn't know. So this is why I call this the genius kid. She is a genius. Okay, tell us more.
Okay, well then there's a chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee. Oh, that's right. I used to watch that on Geographic World channel.
You've seen how violent they can be, right?
Yes, yes.
It's quite mean. I'm very happy I'm not one of those. And one thing most people actually don't believe is that their brains are 98% the same as a human's.
98%? So it's a human?
Well, most most people, like all those scientists who say people came from humans, I am still a God-fearing scientist. But that 2% is still quite a lot. That's the reason why they're not driving cars.
Okay.
But they can use math when they have to. Not very often, but scientists have seen.
How?
Well, they can actually count things. Maybe they don't actually share. You've seen that before. But they can actually say, oh, well, not actually say, but think, I have 5, now let me go and get another one. And maybe they start to actually playing with them. Like maybe they might have their own little game to themselves and then just start playing. But you know, chimpanzees are very violent.
Yes.
There's actually a story about a lady who kept a pet chimpanzee. And then one day when her friend came to visit, the chimpanzee just started ripping the face off for no reason. That was very bad. I'm so happy I wasn't there. It would have been a sight to see and look away from immediately.
Yes.
But that happened because chimpanzees actually become more violent and more aggressive as they grow older. So I would never...
Or as they grow older. Why is that so?
Well, it's just the way that they are. They're violent, but they actually also live with their own families. They actually care about each other, but if something goes wrong, they take it to the next level. That's actually what they do. That's why I would not keep any wild animal. But if I had to, I would actually want to
But it's
release
risky
that.
to keep that kind of an animal at home.
Definitely. If you want to keep something, it's best to even do your research before that.
Yes, yeah, indeed. Yeah. So that's chimpanzee. And number 3?
Number 3 is an octopus.
Octopus.
Yeah, it's a marine animal.
That one that lives in the ocean?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a marine animal. It has 8 tentacles, which act like big arms. And people have actually seen them holding Rubik's Cubes.
Yes.
You know those ones where you have to keep on finding the match? Even if they don't actually find the way to fix it, they actually just play with them. Like, you know how maybe a 2-year-old could just start moving it around?
Yes.
Yeah, and people have actually recorded octopus tentacles being strangling their eaters. Really, like maybe you can cook an octopus, you'll be happy, and then by the time you want to eat it, you'll start seeing the arms just swirling around you. But luckily, it doesn't happen too often. That's why I wouldn't eat anything if that comes from that deep down. Even fish, I make sure that it's a normal fish, not something from deep down like angler fish.
Why?
Because people barely know. People know more about what's in space than about deep in the ocean.
Yeah.
So I think it's risky. Even those deep divers, they are really brave or really daredevils.
They go down, you know, and they will come out with maybe a person who drowned or something like that.
It's quite scary, actually.
It's scary. It's scary. So those are the interesting facts about those 3 animals. So I've learned something about the elephant. I've learned something about the chimpanzee and the octopus. So guys, are you learning as well? I'm sure you are learning from this one, the young one, the genius kid. Her name is Safiyah Baba. So yeah, I'm learning. So let's talk about languages. You know, I heard you speak German. Did you learn German at your school?
Actually, yes, we do. I'm not the only kid who learns German. There are actually many different kids who are at their own stages. But since German is one of the most scientific languages, it's the second most scientific language spoken. That's why I decided I actually put extra effort into it.
So, yeah, but tell us, why German?
Well, you could actually say that to any language. You could say, why French, why Spanish, why Mandarin, which is the language of the Chinese. But I chose German specifically because it's one of the most scientific spoken languages and because it's the most popular language in Europe.
In Europe? Oh, German language is the most popular?
Yeah, it's in Central Europe mostly, but then you can still find it maybe in Southern Europe or more north.
So it's an advantage for you to learn Germany in case maybe you travel to overseas? Okay, and how fluent is your Germany? Can you converse in German?
Actually, yes, I can. Should I show you?
Yeah.
Okay. Mein Name ist Safiyah, ich bin 11 Jahre alt, ich habe 4 Schwestern, 2 Hunde und ich bin sehr froh, dass ich hier bin und ich hoffe, dass ich wieder zurückkommen kann.
Guys, I didn't get that. I didn't hear that. So what were you saying? Tell me.
Okay, I said my name is Safiyah. I'm 11 years old. I have 4 sisters, 2 dogs, and I'm very happy to be here, and I hope I can come back again soon.
Wow. I love that. Wow, that's Safiyah. So you've got 2 dogs.
Yeah.
You love dogs.
Well, I love any animal, really. That's why I'm into zoology.
Oh, yeah. So what are the names of your dogs?
Well, there's Josie, and then there's also Panda.
There's Josie. I have a friend whose name is Josie.
Well, the owners actually said that was its original name.
Oh, okay.
The first owners.
Oh, So which breed is that one?
It's a mixed breed, but he's very, well, let's say he's a bit like a chimpanzee, but in a dog way. He's actually very mean. He doesn't even let the small dog play too much, mainly because it's much smaller.
Yeah.
But when they want to, they play. And he knows when to, like when I'm fighting with my sisters, he'll actually just start growling and make sure that we stay away from each other.
Okay.
And he knows how to jump Juro walls. You know the
Juro
walls?
Ooh, but that's dangerous.
It is dangerous, but that's why we actually make sure that he knows that he's supposed to stay inside. So whenever he wants to, we actually distract him.
Oh, I see.
Or we tell him to go away and he'll actually listen.
So is he vicious?
Yes, very, but he loves us very much.
So what will happen when the visitors comes at your place?
Well, we have to put him in his doghouse. It's quite a big one. He's actually, I'm pretty sure he toils the other dogs. I'm the most lucky from all of you. I live in a big doghouse, stuff like that. So we just block him, but after a while he'll listen, he'll keep quiet. But when they're leaving, that's when he'll start barking again.
Okay. Safiyah, let's talk about public speaking. I know you are into public speaking as well. So how did you, develop your public speaking skills and what advice would you give to aspiring young speakers?
Okay, so for public speaking skills, since everyone has a choice to do it at my school, I've just decided, wow, I can actually tell people about my knowledge. Well, not my knowledge, to share knowledge.
Yeah.
And teach them whatever they want to know or let them know anything. So public speaking was just there, so I was able to do it.
Yeah.
And what I tell to the younger public speakers is that confidence is always the key. And you should always practice and choose facts and things that are interesting to you. Like me, I like doing science and everything like that.
Yes.
But if you want to do something else, maybe you're into sports or music, it's best to do those. So you actually sound interesting.
I see. So let's talk about your role, your new role as a DJ. I know it just, encompasses that area of being in public speaking, right? So let's talk about your role.
Well, I'm very happy that I can be on the radio. I'd like to thank my family, my school, and mostly myself, because you can't do something without yourself.
Yes.
So I'm very happy about my new job as a DJ. I'll be going back next year. I'm just taking a small holiday break.
Okay.
So don't worry, you'll still be able to listen.
Oh.
And, well, I can't really explain anything to you. I can only show you.
Yeah.
So,
maybe you can show us. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll pretend, let's switch roles.
Yeah.
Okay, just for a few minutes if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start. Hello viewers, and welcome to Genius People, where we interview exceptional people. My name is DJ Safiyah, and today with me I have DJ Ola. He is the Nama's Best Male Personality of 2023. And he is just amazing. He was even a DJ, and I just love to see what you guys would also like to know about him. So let's start. So I heard that you actually went to bed holding your award, and you woke up still holding it. Can you tell us what that actually meant to you?
Okay, you caught me off guard on that one, but anyways, it's okay. Yes, it's true. I went to bed holding my award. It was just, amazing. That amazing feeling. You're like, okay, I'm the top DJ in Zimbabwe right now, and it really meant a lot to me to win that award.
That must have been a lot of hard work.
Yes, sure. Hard work, like 2022, 2023. I worked so hard. I was trying to prove a point, but I think
you actually did it.
I did it, yeah.
But public speaking actually also comes natural. It's one of those things that just comes to you.
Yes.
So I'd also like to take this opportunity just to thank you for everything that you've done.
Wow.
You actually take the chance to get us kids and you interview us and you actually believe in us. That's just amazing. I just like to thank you on behalf of all of the children who have come. So my next question is, I actually saw that you were in some kind of a car accident in town. Do you mind telling us what really happened there?
Okay, so guys, honestly, I was not expecting this one. Oh, I'm now being interviewed on my show. It's now her show. Anyways, it's okay. I'm going to respond. Okay. By the way, I didn't, even tell any journalist about what happened. I just went on live, Facebook Live, and I said something. But okay, I was in town, just parked along Ines Terrace Road. That's corner Ines and Speak. So I saw this small vehicle, with two police officers and this guy was driving. So I'm sure he was arrested. So he was now reversing his car and he bumped into my car.
Really? That must have been horrible.
You see, I was like, okay, my guy, what are you doing? What's up? He's like, no, I'm sorry, my brother. I'm arrested. I've got these 2 police officers in my car. So, it's something. I'm like, okay, no problem. So my car wasn't that bad. The damage wasn't that much. So I said, okay, let me just talk to the police officers. I want them to know or to write something down so that you will not change goalposts tomorrow when you wake up saying, Ola bumped into my car, hit me from behind. So he was like, okay, no problem. So I approached these 2 police officers saying, officer, how are you? Say, who are you? Who are you? I'm like, ma'am, look, I'm the owner of that car. I said, okay, so what? They were so arrogant for nothing. So I was like, no, ma'am, I want you to assist us. Look, this is an accident. They said, no, so you drive to Central Police Station. I'm like, what for? So the moment I was just having this conversation with them, they didn't want to come out of their car. So the moment we were just having this, quarrel, so to say, people were now gathering. People were now, like, this is Ola, public figure. That's the disadvantage of being a public figure. People just like, okay, out of interest, say, what's happening? So 2 minutes later, there's this guy coming, in wearing sieve. He was not wearing a police uniform. He was like, okay, you're under arrest. He's now arresting me, putting handcuffs. I'm like, my brother, what are you doing?
I'm so happy I actually know the true story now. That must have been really hard. You probably didn't even think of that happening that day.
Exactly. And it was just a mess. My day was just off that day. And the story then started trending the day after. A day after, that's when the story was like all over social media. I'm getting calls from everyone. So, Ola, are you safe? Ola, are you good? Ola, what's up? I'm like, no, guys, I'm okay. I'm at home right now. Okay, by that time I was at a meeting in Grayson Park. I was like, no, I'm in a meeting right now, guys. What's up, guys? No, we heard that you have been arrested. I'm like, no. So it was just like, that road rage with the police.
So you were just thinking about that the whole week and everything?
Yeah, it really disturbed me.
Oh,
it really disturbed me, so I was like, okay, but I'm not okay.
But that's one of the things that just comes with being a public figure.
Yes,
even
very true.
In my area, when I went to do some kind of I went for an interview, and then everyone in my area said, wow, I saw you on the interview.
Yes.
Yeah. But I guess it's quite a nice feeling when everyone knows you for something that you've done. Unless it's bad. But
yeah. It is, a good thing for people to know you, but it's not really good when you mess up.
Yeah, but at least you know that it was a confusing situation and it wasn't all your fault.
Yes, very true.
Yeah.
At least, guys, I've got someone on my side. At last. That's Safiyah, our radio DJ. We love you, Safiyah. I always listen to your shows. I'm like, what? Who's this guy? I'm like, okay, first time I listen to your shows, like, what?
It's so nice knowing that people actually listen.
Exactly. You have got so much. You're talented, so to say. You are talented. And I want to see you in the next maybe 10 years, still in the same field. Yes, you said you want to do something. You want to do medicine, something to do with medicine, not really a radio DJ. But I would love maybe to see you in media, maybe part-time.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll always, if I can, I'll just go to the radio. Because being on the radio and public speaking is also just one way to also tell others about what I'm doing. Yeah. And it's fun. It's like free time, really.
Very true. So what are your future, aspirations?
Well, I just want to become a scientist. And by doing that, I plan to focus on my studies, get into a good university, and always make sure that I do everything with my love for science and helping humanity.
Wow, that's amazing. So what's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject? Science, really.
Science, really.
My second favorite is math, and then my third is English. Because I'm good at it.
So, when I was still in school, I used to love commerce. So it's opposite. It's opposite of what you're doing right now. So, but in science, I know there's biology, there's physical science. Back then, there was integrated science as well. So which one are you, into?
Well, like I said before, I'm into astronomy and zoology. But if I weren't to choose one of those are actually my favorites. I like all type of science, but those are my 2 favorites. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's great. So, Mr. Bacon, we had an argument here with Mr. Bacon last time when he was on the show about the color of the sun.
Really?
Yeah. Some people were saying yellow. People were saying no, brown. Some were saying white. Some were saying colorless.
What? Colorless? Okay. Well, let me just clear the air with that one. Since the sun is a fireball, you can just say, oh, it's like reddish, orangish, yellowish, but mainly like coal. You know coal, right? Let's say it's red like that, but now there's some orange spots. Just imagine it as a big ball of fire, like maybe in a movie, and you see a fireball from maybe a war or some kind of a magic school or something. Just imagine it like that.
Okay. Now,
when people draw it, that's when it's yellow.
Oh.
It just makes it easier. You see an orange sun in a painting, you'll start wondering where you are.
But it's not easy to look at the sun, right?
Yeah, it's hard. An eagle can, though.
An eagle? Serious?
They can look directly at the sun.
Wow. And so the eye is very strong?
Yeah, I guess it has a strong eye, but it's also because they have to fly really high in the sky to look for prey or just whatever birds actually like to do. So, yeah, since it flies high, it actually makes good use of its eyes.
Okay, so what word do you have for the young people?
Well, here's something I actually discovered myself. There's no difference in need and want. Because you need, for example, if you're thirsty, you might say, I need water or else I'm going to end up passing out. But really, you just want the water because you don't want to die.
So there's no difference between need and want?
I've explained that to many people and everyone just starts saying that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
But it does.
Oh, no, please explain further. Okay.
You want to, let's say, you want to eat, let's think of a dish. Okay, you want to eat a salad. Now, you need tomatoes and lettuce for it to make sense, but you just want it so that it makes sense because you want your salad because you want the delicious taste. You don't actually need it. Even for food, you don't actually need it, you want it. But I'm not saying don't eat, don't anything, but I'm saying there's no difference.
Guys, do you agree? There's no difference between need and want. Do you guys agree? Okay, according to Safiyah, there's no difference. Okay, that's Safiyah for you. Safiyah, let's talk about something. Young girls are into early marriage these days, not by choice. You know, we call them pedophiles and, monsters out there, eyeing for these young girls. What's your advice to the young girl and your word to those, pedophiles?
I would say that for the young girls, you should do whatever you think is right. And for the other people, they're just children, so you should just let them be them.
This is powerful. Let them be them. Yeah. Why rush? Hey, guys. And young boys into drugs?
Well...
These days I'm on a mission. I'm like advocating for drugs. No, guys. Say no to drugs. This is my message these days.
Same as me, because it can actually change the chemistry of your brain. It can lower your IQ. It can give you lung cancer. It can make you do different things. Your family might end up staying away from you because you're just there sneaking around or something like that.
Yeah.
Many bad things can happen. You could end up going to jail. You'll end up stealing. You might even end up killing someone by mistake.
Hey, this is very powerful. Very, very, very powerful. So profound coming from you, Safiyah. I'm just like, okay, I think this show, let's make it 2 hours.
2 hours? Even that's too long for me.
No, it's okay, but because you're talking sense, that's the thing, you're talking sense, so much sense. So this is Safiyah. So, okay, I want to give you like a time where you just tell us about anything that's on your heart.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay, let me think. Okay, I know everyone always says it, but following your dreams is really something that you should do. Because you want to be able to look back when you're old and say, wow, I really enjoyed my childhood doing what I wanted to do best. But then if you don't, you'll be, oh, I can't believe I wasted all my time on this. And then you'll also have maybe a job, but maybe you won't be happy with what you're doing.
Yes.
Because you could have used it wisely. That's like what I'm doing. I would love to do science. That's why I choose to do it. And public speaking is also great. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you watch cartoons at home?
Cartoons? Well, yeah, but technically, I'd love to watch something else, maybe documentaries. But since my sisters want to watch Disney Channel and stuff like that, I just have to deal with it.
Also, you... but you don't love watching cartoons. They are not your favorite.
Yeah, not my favorite. I like watching documentaries.
Why documentaries?
Well, I'm not exactly sure why I like it, but maybe it's because they actually get to obtain more information.
Yes.
Yeah, and you get to know more. Maybe you just find out something that you never knew.
This is powerful, man. This is just a genius, guys. Honestly, she is a genius on the Genius Kids show. So your parting remarks, Safiyah?
Okay, well, like I said, there's no difference between need and want. Make sure you actually believe that, because I'm serious. Just think about it and you'll understand what I mean. And stay away from drug and substance abuse. It's very dangerous. And remember to always follow your dreams. And just remember, doing what you want to do is always the best solution to anything. And always do the right choice.
Wow. So before you go, maybe some people want to know where you go to school and how you prepare for school. Just let us know. Just let them know now, so that we also get to advertise your school as well.
Okay, I'm actually wearing the uniform.
The school is raising brilliant kids. Yeah, I love that.
Okay, well, I go to Kirkman Group of Schools. I'm in grade 6. And I think it's just a great school. I actually got to do so many things with it. It gives children so many different opportunities. We even have an arts and crafts room. Even this year, actually, we made a bunch of statues with arts and crafts. My class made a boxer.
Wow.
Out of paper mache only. Some other classes made football players.
Wow.
Or maybe farmers with paper mache only.
Yes.
It was just amazing looking at it all.
Yes, it is. Wow. Kirkman Group of Schools. Okay. So, kana dogo ni someone you Kirkman, please get in touch. Mangona group are very, very brilliant. Thank you so much, Safiyah, for coming.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here. It's really a pleasure.
My pleasure as well. Okay.
I hope I can come again soon.
Very soon, yeah, of course. Because I want to, I want you and Mr. Bacon to come on this show. Right? It's going to be amazing. It's going to be interesting. So thank you so much, guys, for watching the Genius Kids Show. It's a show not to miss. Every Monday we'll be dropping, something for you. I'm biased toward this show because I love this one more than anything else. But okay, I love all the shows, but I love this one the most. Okay. Until next time, guys. My name is DJ Ola7 Owen Awe Kwamadonda, the Chief Air Marshal. And by the way, our website is now up and running. www.theola7podcastshow.com. Please just go and check us out. Website. Yeah, we just talked among my levels. Guys, many thanks to our sponsors and also our viewers. IGS Purified Waters. Oh, we now have water, Safiyah.
Well, that's actually nice. You have your own name on your bottle of water.
Yes, the Ola7 Podcast Show.
I'd love to actually do that someday also.
Oh, really? Lovely. So we now have our water, the Ola7 Podcast Show. If you want yours, talk paya, it's a problem, okay? And I want to say thank you also to Junior Mutarisi. This is, what's made for us. This is a nice background, right?
And you have your own name on it.
Exactly, you see? He just surprised me with this one. Say, Ola, here's the thing now.
That's just amazing. Having your own name on something.
Exactly, you see? This is why I call it Shoye Vanu, #Shoye Nyika. Because everything we are having right here is coming from the people. Everything is coming from the people. For the people. This show is for the people. We are here to stay, guys. And many more shows to come this 2023. So, by the way, it's now... It's a new year. It's a new year, guys. 2024. What plans do you have for 2024? Okay, we'll talk about that on the next show. Okay, bye-bye. Have a good night. Cheers.
From as little as $20, your Christmas and New Year's could be filled with entertainment. We provide free-to-air decoders, smart TVs with built-in satellite receivers, tech support for all our products second to none. Find us in Harare, Mutare, and Mashingo. For more information, WhatsApp us on the numbers appearing on screen now. Kesson Electronics. Grab yours today.